Hi everybody. So we are up to our brand new Grow Me, and this will be Grow Me number 1, and we're doing seed starting mixture. This is going to be very important for our little seeds whenever they start out. This is going to be a little mini, so it's not going to take long. I've already pre-measured everything. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to talk with you. I have a card that one side has seed starter mixture. The other one has potting container mixture, which will be on Grow Me number 2. If you would like one of these cards, I'll make sure that I put down at the bottom my email along with my post office box. Email me or send me a letter and I'll be more than glad to send you one for free in the mail. It helps a lot, and it details down to how you prepare the container, to how much to put in it, to how much water you need in it. It even has the cell trays on what the measurements are. It could help you. Anyway, what we do, we're going to do a 5-gallon bucket. Usually that's the easiest way to do it. I have a huge container because I do a lot, but we're just going to do a 5-gallon container and we're just going to mix it up. It's really, really light where you can pick up the gut and you can just shake it and mix it all up really, really well. You're going to do 3 parts of peat moss, 1 part of perlite, and 1 part of vermiculite. So the peat moss is going to be the first one, and this is the kind that I'm using right now. It's Premier because I have a 3Q in my office and I need to get it gone. I need to use it up. I did get it on sale, so I bought a huge one, but now it's time to use it. I don't like using my little bitty bags unless I just have to, so we're going to use that up. I've already pre-mixed it, and this is very, very light. And I put it in 3 containers. It's 3 parts, so I'm going to use these containers, which are my planting containers, my 6-inch planting containers, for the 3 parts. And I made 3 of them. We're going to put it in here. I'm going to move a little bit closer so you can see what it looks like. It's just a very fine soil that's very, very light. It could blow away in the wind, it's so light. So we're going to put the last one in the bucket. Next thing that we're going to put is the perlite. Perlite is very important for this because if you just put soil, you put water, you're going to compound it down on the roots. And the roots are very, very tiny. You need them to be able to maneuver into the soil. If you just put water and it's just the potting mix, the peat moss, then it's going to be like your boot getting stuck in mud. You won't be able to move anywhere. You're going to be stuck just like the poor little seeds. Their roots will not be able to go anywhere. So you really need this perlite. Perlite is very, very light, just like everything else. All this mixture is very, very light because you don't want anything heavy for your seeds because the seeds are just starting out. They need as much help as they can. It's white. It's very, very light. You're going to put this in here, and what it's going to do is it's going to keep the soil from compacting. It's going to put little air pockets in it. That way it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't restrict the roots. The last thing that we're going to put is the vermiculite. This is the kind that Coastal Landscape Supply uses. They carry this brand name in there. And the vermiculite is very important also. Everything you do for seeds is always important. So it's a little brownish looking color. It looks like this. It's very, very light also. Everything is light. It could just blow away in the wind. But what vermiculite does, vermiculite absorbs water, plus it absorbs the nutrients because you have nutrients in the soil. And you don't want them to absorb them all at once because they're going to be growing. They're going to need a little bit at a time, and you don't want to burn your plant up really, really fast, especially when it's just starting out with a seed. You can burn them up so fast, just like you can overwater them very easily, and that would kill them too. So what you do is you put it in the bucket, and see it's all in here now. And you can put the lid on, just shake it up. That's how easy it is. Or you can just put your hand in here like I do and just mix it up. Another good thing about the vermiculite is it's like a time capsule. As the roots grow and they knock boots or they run into it, it releases. It's like a time release. It releases the nutrients into the little plant. Okay. Well, this is all mixed up now. It looks just like this. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see it. This is what it looks like. It's very light and airy. Now, the difference between this and container is we water this. You need this to be moist before you put it in the container. And what you do is you put a little bit of water at a time and you mix it. You want your mixture, hang on, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to do two things at once sometimes. Looks like a little shower going down on it. You want your mixture, whenever you grab it with your hand, to clump, but you do not want water coming out of it. If you have water coming out of it, it is too wet. And if you get it too wet, the plants will not make it. Plants are very finicky. Little seeds are. That's why a lot of people just buy their plants where they're already little mini plants, or as I'll call them, small plants, because it's a lot easier. They've already done the hard work. They've already taking care of the baby, as you know, as you can see. So it's not quite there yet, so I'm going to put some more. That's probably going to be enough. And like I said, you don't want to put too much. And you just keep working it in. Now, it's no fret if you put too much water. You don't want to, but if you do, all you do is just mix a little bit more of the peat moss. And if you feel like you need the vermiculite and the perlite, then you can. But usually you just need a little bit more peat moss. All right, so this is how it looks like now. I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see it. What you want, whenever you get it, you want it to look like this. That way, see, there's no water coming out, but it's clumped. That way, whenever you put it in the little seed holders, you're going to mash it down in there. And also a good idea is I'll make my seed mixture the night before I use it, and then I'll put a lid on it and I'll let it sit overnight, because I want everything to mingle with each other. That way, the vermiculite has time to absorb some water. It has time to absorb nutrients before you put it in the cell. Because if you just take it right now and you throw it in the cell, well, it hasn't had time to absorb anything yet, and you really want it to do that. So this is Robin with Back to My Roots Living. This is Grow Me number 1, how to mix seed starter mixture. And if this helped you, please leave a comment and let me know if you can think of anything else that you'd like to know, or if you'd like more detail. I'll be more than glad to do it, or even if you have a question. Also, don't forget, I have the card that you can get through the mail, and it's free. I'll be more than glad to send it to you free. And like I said, it has seed starter on one side, potting container mixture on the other. Drop me a line with your address, or send me an email and I can email it to you also. Anyway, until next time, remember, God is good, and be good to one another. Bye, y'all.